Researchers sent a robotic camera inside the pyramid just to see what was inside this 4,500-year-old pyramid, 480 feet high from the ground. At one point, the robotic camera stopped because it now had a slab of stone in front of it. Researchers believed that there is definitely some secret hidden behind this lab, which has been buried for the last 4,500 years. He wanted to know this secret at any cost, so he put a drill machine in front of the robot, which made a fine hole in that stone slab. Now a camera was sent inside this hole, which saw such a scene on the other side of the slab, which no one had seen for the last 4,500 years. Total 138 high pyramids are present in Egypt, which has faced dozens of earthquakes and many dangerous storms for the last thousands of years. But it is possible that even one of these may have happened here and there. The tallest and largest of these pyramids is called the Great Pyramid of Giza, and the area of the base of this pyramid is 13 acres. That is inside this pyramid, surprisingly, not one or two, but the whole 9 football fields can fit comfortably. According to an estimate, a total of 2.3 million large stones were used in this pyramid, many of which weighed 50 tons. If its total weight is estimated, then the weight of this pyramid is 6 million tons, which is equal to the weight of 12 Burj Khalifa. But what was the purpose of building such a tall and luxurious pyramid? Thousands of years ago, when no tools were available to humans, then how were the walls of these pyramids leveled inch by inch? How were stones weighing 50 tons cut into square shape and raised to a height of 480 feet without a crane? And which engineers had a hand in making these, who made these pyramids earthquake-proof, as well as set all their sites at an angle of 51.5 degrees? You will be able to know all this in today's video, so let's get started. Challenge number 1. For many centuries, various research teams were sitting with folded heads to know the construction technique of this pyramid, how each side of this pyramid would have been set exactly on north, south, east, and west, without a compass. Many experts believe that the architects of that time must have been the first to find such a land, which could bear the weight of stones weighing millions of tons. After that, the polar stars, those stars with the help of which the poles of the Earth are known. With their help, each side of the pyramid was marked, neither a compass nor any optical instrument. The direction of this pyramid was set thousands of years ago with just this basic technique, and that too with 0 error. Challenge number 2. The next challenge was to level the land. If the level of the 13 acres of land on which this pyramid was to be built had been slightly out, then it would not have been possible for this mountain of 23 lockstones to stand. Now the engineers of that time had a new laser leveler to level this land. Experts believe that water must have been poured into the 4 sites of the construction site by digging it, and then the water level of one side would have been matched to the water level of the other side. The part of the land which is not matching the water level must have been cut and leveled with the help of chisels and hammers. Many experts believe that the ancient Egyptians also used this simple tool, which has sticks on both sides and a stone tied with a rope right in the center. If the stone touches the ground and its rope is coming exactly on the center line, it means that the middle ground is perfectly level. Challenge number 3. Now the directions on the pyramid construction site were also set, the marking was also done, and the level of the land was also set. Now it was the turn to start the construction, for which huge stones weighing lakhs of tons were required. But he neither had a grinder nor a jackhammer to cut these stones. But still they cut stones weighing 50 tons and gave them square and rectangle shape. But with whose help? Yes, this was the only tool with the help of which the stones were cut. Experts believe that the chisel used on the construction of the pyramids was not only made of copper, because they also knew that copper is soft and cannot cut stone. That's why a chemical arsenic was also included in it. These chisels made of copper and arsenic used to be used on stones with wooden hammers, and after many hours of hard work, large stones were brought into shape. Challenge number 4. Now, since this special type of stone, which is today called limestone, its harvesting was being done in the city of Dora, 100 kilometers away from the pyramid construction site Giza. The issue was to transport this stone to Giza. Each stone was equal to 50 tons, 50,000 kilograms, which almost equals the weight of 3 passenger buses. And 3 million such stones were to be used in only one pyramid. To transport so much weight, neither any animal could be useful at that time, nor did they have trucks. If Hada has to do this work even in today's tough times, then the transport company will also face a lot of tough times. Surprisingly, this work was done with the help of workers and boats. Yes, the river between Tora and Giza was taken advantage of, and large boats loaded with stones were taken to the paramedic site. Experts believe that this task was not so easy. An army of at least 500 laborers must have been deployed at the same time for loading and unloading such a huge stone in the ship. Challenge number 5. The team of experts who were doing research on the construction of the pyramid had now got answers to many of their questions. But one thing was troubling him all the time, that the limestones were cut, transported, and during the construction they started stacking one on top of the other. The issue was that how could the stones have been raised to such a height? Many experts believe that this plan was done before the construction of the pyramid. Either it would have gone up through the spiral track or in a zigzag manner. But this thing is certain that 50,000 kilogram stones must have been dragged up with the help of laborers' army. It was not only a matter of lakhs of laborers cutting limestone with chisel and hammer and transporting such huge stones. Compartments, the way to go inside them, and many small tunnels were also made inside this pyramid. Everything else was fine, but one thing surprised the experts, and that was that the stone used in the inner compartment was not limestone, but granite. Yes, granite is one such stone, which is considered to be the hardest stone in the world after diamond. Even in today's modern era, granite cannot be cut except with the help of big grinders. Many archaeological experts from all over the world were also made to visit the pyramid, but no one got a clue as to how the Egyptians cut the solid stone like granite so cleanly 4,500 years ago. Finally, after many years, the experts solved this mystery as well. The Egyptians cut the granite so cleanly with a saw that had no teeth. Yes, this toothless saw was driven on granite by putting weights on both sides, and gravel was put in the middle. Experts believe that it used to take 4 months to cut such a big stone in this way. What was the purpose of building the pyramids, after all? How many laborers worked at the same time to build these pyramids, and when the robotic camera made a hole in the stone slab inside the pyramid, what was the scene seen inside it, which no one had seen for the last 4,500 years? You will know all this and much more in part 2 of this video. Thank you very much for your lovely comments and likes. See you in the next great part of the video.